anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Got a man. It's Mosley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. And complete, and they got a hand on that one early.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
And the Rams will punt this one away. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Texas State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David. This receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Probably play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Caught behind the line. It's Sparks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught by Smith. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Jackson will throw. They're working that left side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Catch in the middle. It's Jenkins. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another player.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bobcats. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Handoff for Brown. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Got his man. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Rams will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Burgess.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He makes a catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. I just can't imagine any excuse for taking that penalty. A delay of game, at least it's still first and goal. Quarterback may change this route. In the red area, it's Burgess. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 43, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Rams will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Colorado State. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
A really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback, and when he throws it, go break on it, gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Jackson will throw. Oh, they're after him. Breaks loose. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his run.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Running inside. It's Burgess. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Again, it's Brown. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Rams will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Makes a move. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 13 team, the Texas Longhorns.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Bobcats head coach at the half, one of the big points of emphasis coming out of the locker room is to get the run game going. Their quarterback has struggled at times, had some turnovers, but he has got to trust the guys around him a little bit more. Look for them to feed the running back the rock here to start the 3rd, get the run game going, and take some pressure off their QB.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Lets it fly. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas State.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. We saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. The Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A give to Brown. Oh, what a cut! Here's a little room there. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make him.
Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Rams! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The run inside. It's Burgess. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the run, it's Jenkins. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Jackson will throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it on the outside. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Burgess. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man on the outside. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Here we go, ready.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So an 82-yard drive there. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches.
24, Colorado State, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Colorado State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Brown again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after.
Could be an alley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Rams in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Runs through the tackle.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the 1st down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Keeps it on the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Atkins. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Right back to it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Sparks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Finds the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a...
And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game.